All right, wide receiver.
Yes,
love,
sir.
hate. Now, the first guy on your love list is CeeDee Lamb, which I understand completely. My question to you, you're a Commanders fan, apparently.
Yeah, hail the Commanders, hail victory.
The Washington Commanders in 2020, the year that Alex Smith took them to the playoffs, they had the second best pass defense in the NFL. They don't have the second best pass defense in the NFL anymore. It was 28th last year by DVO. It's 28th right now.
Yeah.
What the hell has
Jack Del
happened?
Rio should not be.
What's happened?
Jack Del Rio has not done a good job with his defense. I mean, be honest. I mean, numbers are numbers. You know what I mean? Like, all due respect to the guy, but like they've been bad, and they've been bad for a while. And Ron Rivera is a loyal guy, but I think he's been too loyal to Jack Del Rio. Is the unfortunate truth of the matter is. Listen, your secondary helps when you get a pass rush, and losing Chase Young, that does not help, right? I mean, having a big pass rush certainly helps your secondary, but they have some real guys on that line still, and it just. All of it, just the scheme is wrong, and they're getting outcoached week in and week out. If ever there was a week to not get outcoached, it's this week with Mike McCarthy.
your boy.
But the fact of the matter is that whether it's Dak Prescott or Cooper Rush under center, the floor has remained insanely high with CeeDee Lamb, who's had double-digit targets in all 3 games so far this year. Almost a 40% target share in the 2 games that Cooper Rush has started, including averaging 18.9 fantasy points per game. To your point about my Washington Commanders, they are bottom 5 in the NFL in catches allowed, yards allowed, touchdowns allowed to opposing wide receivers. Pick a stat, Jay, and they're near the bottom of the NFL in almost all of them. So now do you ask me why should Jack Del Rio still have a job? I don't know.
Speaking of M. Night Shyamalan, when you talk about the Washington defense, it's like when Bruce Willis finds out he's dead at the end of The Sixth Sense.
Whoa, spoiler alert!
No, it came out in 1999.
What? Spoiler alert! People haven't seen it.
People haven't seen The Sixth Sense? Well, that's on them.
I'm sorry, we're live. Bleep that, Steven, bleep that for the re-airs and the...
Came out the same year as Fight Club, and Brad Pitt's not real in that movie
Oh, God, you're killing us here.
Right. That's it.
What an asshole. What are you doing?
1999.
I don't care.
2022
That's a spoiler.
now. Come on. All right. Michael Pittman. Transition.
God.
Michael Pittman. He's had 9.
I'm going to come over to your. I'm going to come over on the holidays and talk to your kids about a bunch of stuff.
Was Kevin Spacey Kaiser Sose in The Usual Suspects?
I'm not saying who is anything. Stop, you animal. Good God. So mean. Nothing's worse than people who spoil stuff.
I'm not going to spoil anything from the 21st century.
I don't. Whatever. In a world of streaming, we've got young kids. They haven't watched it.
My young kids are watching Fight Club. We're in
you know
trouble.
what? Well, guess what? So let me. You know what you just did. M. Night Shyamalan has one freaking good movie. He's got one. He had a 25-year career with one good movie, and you just ruined it.
I want to ruin it.
You just ruined it because once you know how that movie ends, the movie sucks.
Exactly. It's a one-trick pony.
But you just ruined it for people who hadn't seen it yet.
Like
There's a whole new audience of people that. God.
Sixth Sense. I think Unbreakable's better than you give it credit for, and I think the masses would be with me on that. I think he's got 1.5.
Put up a poll. Let's do a poll. I'm done.
Speaking of one good thing on one thing, Michael Pittman is the one good wide receiver on the Indianapolis Colts. He's had 9 and 13 targets in 2 games. That's a Cooper Kupp type workload. He's on the love list.
He
still rattled about Sixth Sense.
I am. I'm buggered by it. I'm upset.
Buggered.
You know, I am. You know, like
Los Angeles script.
All right, Michael Pittman. To your point, find somebody who looks at you the way Matt Ryan looks at Michael Pittman. 25% target share in both games that Pittman has played. 8 or more receptions in both games. Nice matchup here with the Titans, right? As Tennessee has allowed the most touchdowns to opposing wide receivers this season, the 4th most yards to opposing wide receivers as well. Give me Michael Pittman as a top 13 play this week.
Yeah, I don't think people properly value and appreciate Michael Pittman the way that you appreciate spoiler alerts, but because it's Jonathan Taylor's
Am I wrong
offense.
on this, guys? Just like get in my ear, like camera guys are back, like everyone in the crew is like, give me a thumbs up.
Cam's
like
walking around in circles.
They like stage manager, research, like everyone here in the studio is just like, what an animal you are, Jay.
It's a 20
Is it? Let me ask you this: is it an Australian thing to be an asshole, or is it just a Jay thing?
It's just a Jay thing.
It's just a Jay thing.
The statute of limitations on spoilers expires after 2 decades.
We are living a world of streaming. You have kids that are growing that have never seen these movies. Like, my kids have not seen that. Like, you know what? Don't.
Can we talk about, like, Luke Skywalker's...
No, don't say anything. What are you doing?
Yeah, okay.
No, I'm not going to tell you who Luke's father is.
Yeah.
Just there's 3 movies there, and at some point, Luke's father gets revealed. That's all you need to know.
It's an incredible moment as well.
Yes.
I won't spoil that one. Yeah, one of the great film moments.
And I'm not even going to tell you what I'm binging because I binge stuff out of order.
Find out.
Yeah,
Find out,
and then you'll ruin it for me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The worst. You're the worst. That's awful.
All right.
That's awful. You probably take candy from kids. You know who else is on the love list? Somebody. You know who's an anti-Jay Croucher is Gabriel Davis.
Okay.
I'm back in on him.
Again.
Here's the thing. Well, I've never left. I've never left. We've talked about the Ravens secondary, Jay, and how much they've struggled. They've allowed an NFL high 17 deep receptions through 3 games. 46% of Gabriel Davis's targets this season have come on deep passes 15 or yards more down the field. They're actually allowing a 63% completion rate on deep passes. That's second highest in the NFL. That's a bunch of numbers that tell you what you already know if you watch any football, which is you can throw and throw deep on the Baltimore Ravens. And when Josh Allen throws deep, a lot of times he's looking for Gabriel Davis again. Almost half of his targets this year has come 15 or yards more down the field. I have Gabriel Davis as a top 20 play this week.
Yep, I like that. I do think that people are going to look into Josh Allen having 63 pass attempts and Gabe Davis only getting 6 targets, but at the same time, he played 96% of the snaps. Dolphins were selling out to stop the deep ball. That's why Devin Singletary got so many receptions. All right, some other guys receiving votes.
Devonte Smith against the Jacksonville Jags, allowing the 7th highest yards per reception to opposing wide receiver. Team high, almost 29% target share over the last 2 weeks for Devonte Smith. It wasn't just the last big game there. Tyler Lockett against Detroit. My expectation here is DK Metcalf is going to be shadowed by Jeff Okudah. So, by the way, Metcalf on the hate list, just a heads up there. But Okudah is one of the reasons why Justin Jefferson had such a... He's legit. He's one of the reasons why Jefferson had such a bad game last week. Lions do rank bottom 10 in receptions and yards allowed to opposing wide receivers. So with Okudah shutting down Metcalf, my expectation here is Lockett, who has 20 targets and 18 receptions over the last 2 weeks, is the beneficiary. I have him as a top 26 play. And the human Dortch, Greg Dortch. Are you ready to Dortch the competition? You ready to Dortch this house? Greg Dortch. Back this week. He's a top 21 wide receiver so far in the season, averaging 15.3 fantasy points per game, playing 56% of the snaps. I like him against the Carolina Panthers.
Okay, let's get to some height now. So Brandon Cooks.
Okay. I'll just mention David Njoku and Tyler Conklin, 2 tight ends if you're looking at streaming there. Conklin, by the way, has 24 targets through 3 games. I think people would be surprised to know that so far this year, Tyler Conklin is the 3rd best tight end in fantasy. Yeah. And Njoku, I'm not expecting the kind of game he had against Pittsburgh, but the fact of the matter is he's playing a lot of snaps, running a lot of routes. Falcons bottom 5 in receptions, yards, and catch rate allowed to opposing tight ends.
Very interested to see how Conklin goes with Zach Wilson. Just new quarterback, new situation. We'll see if that can carry over. All right, Brandon Cooks on the hate list. Why do you hate Brandon Cooks?
Well, first off, there may be a J.C. Jackson shadow, so you don't love that. He's had a 44% catch rate this season. Davis Mills just has not looked good. Davis Mills is what some people call the Jay Croucher of NFL quarterbacks, just ruining an otherwise good thing. Much like you have ruined movies for our audience and beloved people out there, Davis Mills is ruining Brandon Cooks for fantasy managers. He's got a career low 5.5 yards per target. This is a guy who's one of the better deep threats in the NFL, and it's all just near the line of scrimmage and stuff. No red zone targets this year, no end zone targets for Brandon Cooks. Tough matchup against the Chargers. I'm outside my top 25. Allen Robinson also makes the hate list here, Jay. I'm not going to let you talk because you might spoil something else. Despite playing 93% of offensive snaps, Allen Robinson has a 12% target share. He's been targeting only 11% of his routes. Free Allen Robinson. Free Allen Robinson. Sean McVay. Free Allen Robinson, who, by the way, is very much alive at the end of this movie. But we think he is. But for whatever reason, they're just not looking his way. It's a tough matchup with the Niners as well. Top 5 in the NFL in fewest receptions and yards allowed to opposing wide receivers. So he's not getting a lot of looks. He's got a tough matchup with the Niners. Allen Robinson, unfortunately, makes the hate list. He's outside my top 40 for the week.
No Hasn't had more than 5 targets in any game. Allen Robinson, yet he's 29 years old. Last season wasn't too good. Not a good start this season either.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.